Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of not. This is not Free Live Tarot, but normally this would be Free Live Tarot, but we're going to be doing a non-tarot divination stream tonight. So we're not going to use the tarot we're not going to use the tarot tonight. I don't know why, but Spirit was telling me get away from the tarot a bit. So we're gonna be doing. So I'm gonna be starting off with the astrology dice. Judy's gonna do the pendulum and sometimes the runes, and Kitty is gonna do the dice and Kitty's going to do the charms here. So we're not going to start off with the collective. So let's start getting into a question here. So I'm going to pick MW here. So okay. So I just want to know, what do you see for me in the new year? All right. So here's what I have in terms of the astrology here. So I do see that with the Venus and Taurus here is that you're gonna find a stable, loving connection in the new year. So you're gonna reach stability in relationships, friendships, any connections that you have with the Venus and Taurus here. So also Venus is domicile in Taurus. So Venus has a great influence on you with that. So this is in the 11th house. So I do see that you're going to be growing more stable friendships here, rather than relationships, because Venus and Taurus in the 11th house shows that you're going to have these stable friendships, and also you're going to be finding relationships amongst your friends here. Also, how you're gonna handle this energy, the aspects here, how this is gonna tie into 2021. You're gonna have a hard. I see that you really don't want these. You don't really want a relationship at this point, but these connections are forming here with the Venus and Taurus in the 11th house. But I do see that you're going to be blocking it out with the opposition. Oppositions are blockages, so you're going to be blocking a relationship from coming in. So now I will put it off to Judy now.
All right, AMW. So I did get 2 runes for you. I'm just really pulling 2 runes. It's going to be really quickly. And keep in mind that runes are not going to tell you every single thing, but I do see that there's probably some sort of a vision that you've had or something that you've been putting your energy towards. It's really going to, like, I don't know if it's going to light a flame under you, or maybe you're going to be just heavily inspired by something. But I'm feeling like, I don't know why this is like masculine energy to me. I don't know if you're male or you're female, but there's some sort of a masculine energy here that is going to kind of give you the push that you need. Also, I'm also for some reason having the sense of something dealing with computers here. Something dealing with computers or something dealing with technology or being technologically like driven to like I don't know what you do for a living or anything, but I'm just sensing that something dealing with computers is going to be very significant for you this year, whether it be you doing online schooling, whether you literally work with computers or things of that nature. But I do have the room for Reese's. Now I know that Austin was talking something about the relationships that you have. I do sense that one of the relationships you have is going to bring about a lot of conflict here, and you're going to see the signs early. But this rune, Teresa's, just lets you know that whenever you start to notice those signs, you need to pay attention to them because this person could be a potential toxic individual here, okay? Just pay attention to this person. Another thing is that I feel that you're going to be very creative this year. So I don't know if you're going to be pushed towards more of a creative endeavor this year, or you're just going to be just finding yourself doing a lot more creative things or just using just like having a lot of energy. Sometimes I associate this with like my King of Wands as well. So it's, I don't know if you just have some sort of desire to get something done or go somewhere, but it's going to be like kind of forcing you to move or forcing you to do something. It's coming from like the pit of your stomach, like you feel it in your gut and you want to act on that. Okay. So, yeah, and just be aware. My message to you for the most important part is with this room, Theresa's, just be aware that whoever your connection is with, there's going to be a masculine energy that you might need to be aware of, because I feel like they're going to present some sort of conflict, or maybe this person could be very, very defensive here, or they just could be very easy to react in a negative way here. So just be careful about that. Some of the relationships that you might make this year, you may just have to watch yourself on that. Okay. Now I'm going to use my pendulum to kind of see, is there anything significant that you might need to know? If there's a sign that's significant or an astrological symbol that needs to, that's important, or a month that isn't going to be very important to you. What month is going to be important? What's going to be important for MW? What do they need to know? Pisces is going to be an important sign for you. The month of August is very important for you as well. Okay. Um, and okay. One more thing. Um, I think someone is going to be communicating with you, or someone you haven't heard from in a while is going to be communicating with you for a while here. And it, because I do have the rune Ansu. So I don't know if this is just saying that someone you haven't spoken to for a while, or someone you have not communicated for a while is going to be acknowledging you in some way here, right? Yeah, you said you don't work with computers. That's fine, but there's going to be some sort of you're going to be moved in some sort of way technologically. Something for this year is going to be dealing with computers for you, okay? And also you might be reaching out to a Pisces energy probably during the month of August, okay? All right, that's all I have for you, MW. Thank you for letting me read to you. I'm going to go ahead and pass this on to Kitty.
All right, MW, you want to know what's coming up in the new year? Well, let's find out. Let's see. Well, it's going to be a slow go financially. We have the turtle sitting upon the finances there. Things are lighthearted with the family. You may also find a family member in spirit coming through for you. What do we have here? Oh, the rose. So sweetness at home. Like things are going to sweeten up at home, but it might be, I don't know. You may smell the fragrance of someone in spirit while you're at home, however that is. The wise, you will find wisdom in love. We have the owl, and we have another owl as well. So love and friendship is where you're going to find the key information. But again, we have travel by bike. So I see like a bike is more, leisurely. So I see leisure travel time for you coming up in 2021, possibly with a friend, possibly with a love. But I'm really drawn to the feather. And for me, somebody's trying to connect with you in spirit, and it would be a family member.
Okay. So Hope this resonates with you, MW, and thank you for your question. All right, Tiffany, you said you donated. Um, let me check my PayPal. I believe I did get that notification.
She said your mom is past, MW. MW says her mom is past.
All right, Tiffany, you may post your question.
You might need to go ahead and get that spirit box. Get that spirit box session. Giovanni, how are you? Hi, everybody who's been speaking and I haven't been speaking. No, MW, do not cry. Spirit is always here with you.
All right, so I'm gonna pick Tiffany's question. All right,
Hi.
all right. So hey, what's coming towards me in love for 2021, please? Thank you, Louise, so much. All right. All right. So we have Mercury in Sagittarius in the second house. So I do see that somebody that is I do see that you're going to be doing a lot of free speaking with the Mercury in Sagittarius here. So you want to expand you want somebody to expand your mind here with the Mercury in Sagittarius here. So I do see that you're thinking optimistically about this love interest coming in with the Venus and with the Mercury in Sagittarius, and this in the second house. So I do see that you want somebody to bring like positivity in the finances. Um, that you need somebody to have like a good financial and economic record uh, with with the Mercury and Sagittarius in the second house. Also, you may be a little bit like scattered minded. That's the pitfall with Mercury and Sagittarius. So you may be like scattered minded and like knowing who you want here with the Mercury in Sagittarius, and how this is going to tie into the the finding love in 2021 here is with the conjunction. I do see that you're gonna apply this energy to your daily life. You're gonna definitely bring it towards in your life and blend it in. So you are going to be able to blend this in when you find your love. So this is conjunctions are a good aspect to this. Um, so that's what I see here. Now take it over to Judy.
What's up, Tiffany? All right. So what I got for you is I pulled three for you. I really meant to just pull two, but one extra one did come out. Now, this kind of alarms me. It kind of concerns me a little bit here. because both of these runes came out reversed, and I'm going to tell you that I'm really sensing there's probably going to be like a little bit of disharmony between you and a person that you're going to be thinking that has your trust, or has that has like some sort of a loyalty to you. I feel like this person is not going to be working in a harmonious way with you. Okay, I don't know quite what that is, but I feel like there's going to be a lack of trust between you and this person, or maybe this is just a little bit of like current energy or past energy that I could be pulling from. But I'm feeling like the energy that this person gives you, which I have the rune that means Fehu, which is about, when it's upright, it's about fortune, sometimes luck or energy or fertility, or things of that nature. But I'm really seeing that this is like an unfertile relationship here. All right, there's somebody who could be dealing with who does not mean the best for you here. I just feel like there's a little bit more that this person could offer you, but they choose not to. Okay, we do have the rune Yirha again, and this just represents, literally, it represents a year. So I see that you're going to be truly investing time in this person, but the time that's going to be spent or invested, I don't think that you'll get that in return here. All right, so this is not coming like a warning. There's somebody who's going to be, oh, I hear myself echoing. There's going to be. I'm going to hurry up and say this, because I really don't. I can't think with an echo going in the background, but I'm really thinking that whatever this is, you putting your energy into this person. Be careful, because I don't think that they're going to put in the same energy into you here. Right now, I did have the feeling that there was going to be one other person that's going to enter your life, but it's going to be through this person that you're going to get. I don't want to say that you're going to get rid of, but it's going to be through the same person who is going to kind of prove themselves unworthy, or prove themselves to not be a dedicated member of your team, or worthy of being in your presence, as far as like loyalty, friendship wise, or romance wise, or whatever you want to call it. I guess you call that romance wise, but I feel like there is going to be somebody who, you said, I've tried to have a baby with someone who cannot have kids. This was years ago. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. But I do feel like there's going to be someone else to come along through this connection, somebody that you know through this individual. Okay. And I think it's going to give you what it is that you're actually looking for. Now, let me go ahead and use my pendulum here, and I'm going to see, is there anything else that you need to know? Anything else? Anything else Tiffany may need to know? Okay, I'm getting Gemini and Taurus. I'm sorry, is that Gemini? Yeah, Gemini energy and Taurus energy. I feel like the person that's going to be coming into your life, and also we have the rune Tiwad, which just represents dedication, and a person that is on your team, and a person that is for you and has a lot of respect and loyalty for you as well. So this is either Taurus energy or Gemini energy. And then we have the room Birkana as well, because the Taurus energy. So I don't know if Birkana literally means a birth. Okay, that is birth, B for birth or new beginning, and it also means fertility and growth. All right, so I'm sensing that I'm not going to say that you're going to actually conceive a child, but I'm just saying it literally went to Birkana. Now Taurus and Gemini is going to be very important to you. For some reason, it could literally mean that your person might be a Gemini. It could literally mean that your person has features of a Taurus. But I feel like with this Taurus energy here, it's like Taurus, that sort of represents, it can represent money, fertility as well. But for me, it just represents a person who's truly dedicated to you, and they're willing to climb mountains for you and move mountains for you, and show you that they have what it takes to be in your corner. And it's just like a strong mindset here. Okay, Gemini is my rising, Taurus is my moon sign. Okay, cool. All right, well, that's all I have for you, Tiffany. Thank you for listening to me. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on.
All right, Tiffany May. Sorry about the technical difficulties. What is your question? What's coming in love for you in 2021? Let's see. What's coming in love? Well, it looks like the time is coming for love. We have the clock, so time is of the essence. You may meet someone while you're traveling. You could be taking flight, learning new things. We have the gift. The gift is in learning something, maybe their ways, maybe your person. I have you climbing the ladder. So in 2021, you could meet them at the workplace. It could be a little bit challenging. At times, there could be a microscope on you, like where, like somebody's going through everything with a fine tooth comb. Um, Again, we have the temptation of the apple. It could be bittersweet, and the light is being shined on something, and it could be, I don't know if you're going to be like under the microscope at work, because maybe you're going to start dating somebody which you work with, and they're going to try to like find out everything about you or your person. Even if you don't meet them at work, maybe they would like to know everything and discover everything about you. um, then we have the pirate. So it's kind of like somebody gets sucked in the eye, right? But it's about not seeing things too clearly. It's about like doing the work, but he's like an angry. If you could see his face, he's not like happy because he, you know, sleep with one eye open kind of deal. That would only be, let's see, could be like a gift in itself. There's something to do with the knowledge, because you have the building blocks and the apple. So like teacher's pet, take them a gift, give the teacher an apple a day. What does that do? Keep the doctor away. So beware of like anything concerning health issues, with the heart, since you're dealing with matters of the heart. But somebody's going to be really just trying to discover more things about you, and picking through everything with a fine tooth comb, whether that's somebody that you're dealing with or somebody that maybe they were dealing with before you. You know how that goes. So it doesn't look too bad. I would be on the lookout as far as your place of employment or any kind of educational services, as far as like, even if you have a child in daycare, you may meet the person through those lines. Thank you for allowing me to read for you.
Thank you, Tiffany. Oh.
Yeah, thank you, Tiffany, for your question, and thank you for your donation. All right, so I believe we had another donation, probably. I don't know. No, no, we don't. Okay. All right. Next question. I'll do Jay's question. All right. How does he feel about me? All right. So I see with the Pluto here, I do see that we have transformation coming in between you and this guy that is going in here with Pluto here. So we have this transformation, and also with this transformation with the Pluto and Leo, is that this transformation is going to grow into a stronger connection with you, and there's going to be more confidence coming in with the Pluto and Leo. So more confidence into this connection, and the overall connection. And this is in the 11th house, so I do see that this is a strengthening of the connection here. With the 11th house. So we're gonna have that strength in the connection, and and right now we have the void, of course. So right now there is a lack of this strength. There is a lack of this this transformation coming in. But I do see that you have to that you're going to welcome it in, and it's going to fill the void. So I do see that there's going to be a more of a stronger connection with with you and this guy here, Jay. So now I'm going to pass it on to Judy.
Okay. Hey, Jay. Yeah, so I kind of got some of the same stuff that Austin did. I'm going to start with the one that's in reverse, which is Rhino. Okay. So I don't know if you guys, it can literally mean that you guys don't quite have the control, or somebody doesn't have the control that they're looking for over the relationship. It could also mean that there is distance between you two. It could be physical distance, or it just could literally mean that there's distance between the two. Not necessarily saying if you guys are not in communication anymore, but this is about for me. It's like you don't feel like you're in control, or somebody feels like they're losing control. Okay, and then we have the room Dagas, which just represents, maybe there's a dark point at which you're looking for some sort of a illumination to come about. And I do sense that there's going to be some sort of illumination, something that's going to bring you a lot of success. Something that's going to bring you a lot of success, and something that's going to bring you understanding. Okay, there's just basically, it's just saying it's like you're embarking on a new enterprise. You're embarking on something, better understanding of this person here. Okay, and I think there needs to be a sense of sympathy here with you and this individual. I don't know if you already are in a relationship with this person, but it feels like there's a misunderstanding, or it feels like there could be a little bit more to understand, because I do sense that there's going to be an illumination here. We have the room Dagas, and you notice how when it opens up and then it goes to a closed point and then it goes back open again. And if you notice, that second opening is a little bit more broad, a little bit more pronounced here. Okay, so I feel like there's a point where you're going to feel like you're in the dark about certain things, and then all of a sudden you're illuminated on a lot of things. Okay, and I sense that there's just going to be an innocence about this connection here. Maybe it could be, okay, maybe I kind of overestimated, or maybe I underestimated the ability of where this connection was going. And maybe you try to feel like you wanted to be in control, but it's okay to not be in control all the time here. Okay. And sometimes I just feel like maybe it's also talking about just having that distance between you two, like I mentioned earlier here. Um, the last rune I got here, I feel like somebody is just a little bit, maybe, I don't want to say that they're just being overprotective, but it could be just kind of overthinking things or overreacting. If you notice that a person, you're feeling like you're walking on eggshells, or maybe if you feel like this person, you feel kind of lost or whatever, this is just saying that there's a way to get your grounding without being so demanding with things. There's a way to kind of ease into some sort of a solution between the two of you. And this is what's going to come from it. Okay. So there is going to be a major breakthrough between the two of you. I'm going to use my pendulum here to kind of give you a sense of anything important here. Okay. Anything important for Jay? Anything important for Jay? Kind of looks like I got Douglas again over here. I know you can't see my pendulum, but it looks like I got the same room called Douglas again, which is right here. But I'm going to go ahead and point to something very significant going on during the month of March and April. Okay, so something significant is going on between the month of March and April. And this is also, I don't know, it could be dealing with finances here, could be dealing with finances, or it could be dealing with some sort of truth uh, becoming known, because we do have the moon symbol, and that just kind of represents like hidden knowledge or hidden understanding. Like I said, we did have the rune Dagas here, which represents at one point you're in the dark, and now there's a greater understanding, and you guys can grow from this understanding. Okay. And no need to feel defensive over the connection here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop talking and pass it on to Kitty.
All right, Jay, you want to know how he feels about you. So let's see. Well, all these are in the center. I'd say there's a lot going on as far as what the direction of this, where it's going to go. The wheel's turning rather slowly as far as like the home is concerned, but there's also harmony with the musical chord there. You could just really enjoy playing music together. There could be a trip coming up that could be beneficial. It would be kind of emotional. This is the mermaid that's falling upon like travel. So you may be going to a beach or something like that with this person, or something that would be significant for you. We also have this starfish. So you may be going to the beach with a friend because that's falling upon the friendship. This may be where you could level things out with your person, or just really do a huge cleanse while you're near that water. Love, we've got the acorn. So you will have luck in love, or you're both just a little nuts. Not sure. um, we have self under what you need to pay attention to is being a little lighthearted, okay, and paying attention to spirit and really grounding yourself through your lineage. We have the family tree, so this is something significant for you. This relationship, you will grow significantly and plant some roots within this relationship that you're, whoever he happens to be. And then what do we have here with the work? We have grow abundance. So I think a lot of your focus is going to be on making money, you know, going into your career. These are the things that'll help take your mind off when the emotions are running deep. You may even just drive around, you know, get in your car, drive around just to sift through your emotions. But with all of that came in the center, where this is the compass, there's a lot going on that is like up in the air for you. It's the key, the mask, the horseshoe, and the flower. So these are areas that like are going in all different kind of directions. Like somebody could be wearing a false mask. You could be feeling lucky. Somebody may get lucky. You could be feeling beautiful with the flower there. Again, that's another like seasonal growth for like spring flowers, you know. And then we have
March and
the
April.
key. So the key is also like the wisdom and the knowledge and the answers. You have are going to be a little bit jumbled and directionless within the year, you know, of, I would say his feelings for you are, I don't know, a little nutty. I think you're both a little nuts for one another. I'm just saying, for one another, you know. And that's what I have for you, dog. Best wishes.
All right. So thank you for your question, Jay. And
Is Jay there? They go to sleep. My comments, it must be frozen or something.
Mine are too. I don't see anything.
Nobody's talking anymore. Jay didn't say anything.
now I'll do Libra Cusp's question. So how does Joey feel about me?
Hello, Libra Cusp. She was the first one in the chat.
All right. All right. So here's what I have here with the North Node is that there is a sort of a feel, there's sort of like a feeling of like what direction this relationship is heading here. So I do see you guys are kind of like questioning why you guys are together, and why you want to be together, and where do you want to head with this connection here. So I do see with the North Node in Leo here is that you want to strengthen this connection. You want to really the more creativity here, more happiness into the connection, um, more loyalty with the North Node in Leo. So and also this is in the fifth house. So I do see that he wants to be a little more creative with you. Wants to get into more wants to get into more hobbies with you. More more pleasuring more pleasuring stuff with you. Doesn't have to be always sex. It could be like hobbies, something aesthetic. So I do see that he really wants the happiness of this connection and the strength of this connection, and how it ties in, how this energy ties in is with conjunction. So I do see that he wants you to apply this energy here. Um, he wants you to really blend that into the connection here with the life, the overall purpose of the connection, and and bring forth more and bring forth more of a stronger connection between you both and a stronger bond. So so that's what I have here, Libra. Now pass it on to Judy.
Oh, right. Libra, cuz I I'm getting a lot of runes in reverse here. But I got Urus in reverse. So I'm feeling like somebody's really not putting forth the maximum amount of energy and effort they could. Either someone feels like things are moving a little bit too fast for them and they're just not ready for it, but it just feels like someone's just not prepared. Somebody just was not properly prepared, and somebody just doesn't have the same motivation. I feel like it's kind of uneven too, because if you notice, it's like when I'm looking at the rune, one side is a little higher than the other side. So somebody's level of energy may be a little bit lower at times, while the other person seems to be on cloud nine, maybe a little bit more content. When in reality, somebody kind of needs to like level up here, like either step up a little bit more. I don't know necessarily what they need to step up to, but they need to use a little bit more force, a little bit, have a little bit more raw energy for you. Okay. It could be sexually, it could be just in the relationship and in the connection itself here. Okay. And I'm also getting another rune in reverse, which is Ogala. And to me, this can talk about family as well, or like some sort of tradition. But I feel like it's just talking about, to me, what you guys have as far as your future together. What can you build together? Sometimes this is literally like the heirloom type of. This is the literally the heirloom. So like if you guys were have children together, or have family together, if you guys know each other's family, this could also be saying if you guys know each other's family, that there could be like a disconnect between you and one of their family members, or something along those lines there. So there's a lot of things that need to be put into balance, into perspective. But I see that things will be put into balance soon, or maybe it's just saying that there needs to be put needs to be a little bit more understanding and illumination brought between you and this person's family, or you and this person, what they call their family. Okay. But I'm feeling like somebody just kind of needs to step up their game just a little bit here. But soon I feel like they will, because at the end we did get Dagas, which represents an awakening, or just being on the verge of something great or something better. Okay. But that's once they put that energy, that effort forward, because we want to see the room this way, right? So let's go ahead and kind of what does Libra Cusp need to know? What is significant? What is significant time? Cancer. I'm getting something, either there's something happening during Cancer season, or either there's a Cancer that is something very important here. And I'm also getting this symbol for Jupiter. So I don't know why I'm feeling like the letter F is an important letter here as well. That could be the start of someone's name, or that could be like, just an initial something. Yeah, well, something along those lines. But I'm really feeling like there's something dealing with something happening for a Cancer sign, or something dealing with the home. Considering that Cancer rules the home and the emotions of the house, and then this room literally represents family ties. So there could be just literally some work on you guys as family, or the dynamic of how your family works here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that on. Thank you, Libra, for letting me read for you. Okay,
Hello,
go ahead.
Libra cuss. What I have is somebody's a little angry about it being things are always up in the air. Maybe he's a little immature. Like he likes to F like bunnies, but like he just kind of likes the taste. You know what I'm saying? He likes, but there's a child like I feel an immaturity. Someone is like really happy at work, or they have a lot of work that potentially could make them happy. I also have like you may be traveling to get it on. We have a couple of candles there. Maybe he will take you out to dinner. So how does he feel? He's a little numb to his feelings with the snowflake here. It they melt very fast, but especially when you have all this passion. So how he really feels is kind of like passionate, but it seems like things are never really clear. That things are just kind of like up in the air all of the time, and it ticks someone off. And then he really is into like he likes you know the chemistry between the two of you, and there's some work that needs to be done, that still needs to be done here, and it has something to do with like numbing feelings. So that's what I have for you, darling.
What is going on with people in the chat? Like every time we answer a question, there's no response. I don't know if it's just my shit is lagging or what, but
Mine has been stuck
It's not being
since
banned too.
mine has been stuck since 9:39. So
yeah,
for
I don't know
20
what's going on, 'cause
minutes.
I'm like, is people just being rude and not saying anything, or it's just like, is stuff is not working right?
I don't know.
Like, are y'all falling asleep on your reading? Are we picking at random, right?
Yes,
so
we're
no,
picking
so no one's
random.
question gets missed unless you donate it.
And there's
All
no
right.
way of finding. Do you have chat, Austin?
Yeah, I do.
Is it? I mean, is it working?
It is working, but it's going very slow.
Okay.
Okay, because it doesn't say anything. Nobody's talking back. Like, okay.
All right. So next question. Thank you, Libra, for your question. I'll pick Joe's Mystics. Will BP communicate, and will he come forth with commitment soon? All right. Yes or no question. Let's see how this dice does with the yes or no questions. Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Spirit had to explode here. No. Oh yeah. Okay, so we have Saturn in Gemini here. So with Saturn, there is restriction going on in this. There is restriction going on between you both. Some limitations going on between you both. So that's with Saturn here, and we have Saturn in Gemini here. So there is this restriction in the communication here. So there is a lack of communication. The communication is limited here. So that's with Saturn in Gemini. and this is in the 6th house. So possibly um, he's not communicating to you always. So there is this restriction in the communication. Gemini is a sign of communication, thinking, intellect. Um, so I do see that there is a lack of communication coming in with the with Mars and Gemini in the 6th house, and overall, will BP communicate with you with the opposition? No, he's not going to communicate to you because there's these communication blockages coming in. So we have a blockage coming in with the opposition. So so you guys need to clear out those blockages. Um, I'm not talking in the sense of blockages in the bowels, but blockages in the communication. So yeah, my mind went there.
I'm not talking about blockages in the bowel.
Right. So really clear out those limitations, clear out the blockages, the oppositions here. So you're blocking communicate. So there is a blocking of the communication here. So I'm going to pass it on to Judy.
All right, Joe, what we got? Okay, we got all right. So we have Rhino here. So obviously, I don't know. This literally does mean that he's trying to gain control of the situation, and it could literally also mean that there is going to be a long journey to getting to where you guys have. He has a long way to go, based off of where he is, where his mind is right now. It could be dealing with maturity as well, or just could be him getting control of his emotions so that you guys can move forward. But there's still a lot of growth here. There's still a long way to go. There's still an evolution that is needed, because literally it is right next to my rune Nalvis, which literally means someone has to move their own butt. Someone has to make that first move. Or not necessarily just make that first move. It just means that this person has to take it upon themselves to be responsible and to, bring forth that momentum that is needed to get the connection where you want it to be at here. Okay. For right now, I'm seeing a lot of stagnation, because this rune literally represents ice. It can represent challenges and frustrations of the mind. I feel like this person has a lot of, first of all, I'm going to tell you, I don't know if there's another individual here, but this is a feminine rune. It represents another female here. I'm not saying that your person's doing some stuff. I'm just saying that this does represent a feminine energy. I'm going to say that. Okay. So there's stagnation possibly with the feminine energy, but there's also stagnation in how he sees his future with you. Okay. I don't think that this person sees the brightest future with you right now, and that is considered to be a block, just like as thank you, Austin. Just as Austin was saying about the blockages here, this literally means, like a psychological block here. Okay. And this could be talking about a block with you on a mental level or on a intuitive level. This person just cannot figure it out. They cannot figure out what move to make next. It's like they're following a manual instead of using their intuition and going along with the flow of how things can go. According to however you act, you know what I'm saying? So if you have like a type of energy that is very reclusive yourself, it's like this person they're frozen. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to present themselves to you. Okay. So I don't know this. I could just see this. We have a long way to go. I'm just going to say that this person has a long way to go. All right. And there's a need for this person to kind of, I see a lot of self-reliance here when I look at this rune. Okay. Self-reliance as in like, it's probably this person's, it's like the ball is in their court here. Okay. Let me just go ahead and stop talking and let's see what energies do we see. Okay. Let's see. Will he communicate? And when? When will he communicate? When will he communicate? For Joe, when will he communicate? Okay, I'm going to tell you that I feel like an Aquarius is very important here. Um, so I'm feeling like he could communicate very, very subtly. So if you notice that you're paying attention to any type of social media, or like he'll be in a group setting, okay, I'm noticing group energy as well here. But like if he might be in a group setting or group energy, it could be that would be a way that he would communicate with you through the internet. So if you notice he's posting memes, or if you notice that he's posting things on his social media that don't speak to you directly, but it's almost like an indirect contact with him. Okay. This is his way of communicating. I feel like that's just the way his language works, you know, whether you want to call it love language or whatever you want to call it. But I feel like it's more so going to be over the phone. I don't necessarily feel like there's going to be anything in contact. And I feel like this is going to be more of an indirect type of contact here. Okay. So, oh, yes, and I'm sorry. And the month of February is a very important month here. Okay. So, and I also want to say something about a fire sign, air, let's see, Aquarius, and either a possible fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries is very important. Okay. You said he's watching your Instagram. Yeah, there's going to be some sort of communication indirectly to you through the internet. So I feel like social media is, you know, something significant in this case. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Kitty.
Okay, Joe's Mystics. What I got was when I did the pendulum, as far as the communication, yes. But then the second half of your question is like, is he going to come in with a commitment soon? And the answer is no. I have tears. I have the sad face in tears right next to the clock. So the timing is really slow. He's taken his sweet ass time. He's very leisure about this. I see self-medicating. Now, there's also tears. Okay, there's tears connected to the diamond. So the diamond could be significant to a relationship, to a commitment, also a state of reflection where somebody needs to take a little time out and like heal themselves because they self-medicate. It's like we have the medication here. Like there's a medication bottle here and it is connected to the tears. So it could be somebody like self-medicates due to sadness, depression, emotional issues. And it's numbing because we have the snowflake there. They feel like they're always under a microscope. So it could be like maybe a little paranoia or something like that. But they also medicate in a way of sex because they're always tempted to go out and get lucky. All right. And it's another form of that medicating and numbing themselves where they could be a little bit cold and standoffish, you know. So I'm going to say that there's not going to be if you decide if he comes back and does ask, it's a difficult road ahead with this particular person. And that's all I have.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you for your question, Joe. Now pick Hatu Divya. Hatu Divya. Is that the okay? All right. Please tell me, when will I reunite with my family? Okay. Here we go. All right. Good. Okay. All right. Um. So so we have so we have the north node here. So there is a specific so this overall feels like where you want to go with this uniting with your family. You're coming up with a plan. You're coming up with something about you're thinking about the future of this family here. And with the North Node and Scorpio, is that you want to get down to the truth. You want a deep connection with your family here. So I do see that you do want that deep connection with your family, and this is this is in the third house. So you do this is your mindset here. This is you're really wanting to get down to the truth of this. Um, so really, um, there has to be there has to be more truth coming into this situation with the North Node and Scorpio in the third house. Um, will you reunite with your family? That is the first question. With the square there, no, because there is conflict going on here. So I don't see that you're going to be uniting with your family anytime soon. But if I do see a time frame, it's going to be around Scorpio season. So that'll generally be around like so late October to early November is when you will reunite with your family. So really there is this conflict between you and your family here. That's what I see with the square, because squares are conflicting energies in astrology here. So really, I do see that you're kind of like conflicted on what to do with this and uniting with your family. Now I'm going to pass it on to Judy.
Yeah. So I'm going to start with these two runes here. I'm going to call you Kay, if that's all right. If I don't want to mess up your name, honey. So now you asked, when will you reunite with your family, or if you will you reunite with your family? I'm just going to tell you a little bit of background before I get to yes or no or when and all that stuff. But the two runes that really stuck out to me is that, first of all, I don't know if there's a lot. It's not necessarily that there's just distance between you and your family, but I feel like there's some sort of a conflict going on with your family that is out of your control. There's like something that's out of your control, and there's probably a hurdle that you will have to pass through, or like some sort of a hailstorm that you'll have to go through in order to obtain what it is that you're looking for here. Now, I do have the rune Uruz, which just represents like, that there is still a lot of potential here, okay? And I think that you have to be ready, okay? Be prepared for when it is for what it is that you'll have to go through in order to see them again here, because like I said before, there's a lot of forces at play here that are just that are almost what do you call it? They're inevitable, right? It's something that has to be. It's something that you cannot control. It's out of your control here. Okay. I don't know if there is like a lot of conflict with potentially with you and someone else in the family, or in an individual within the family, but I'm feeling like there is a conflict with someone in the family that is basically being the what do you call, like the gate, or the hailstorm that it is you're going to have to pass in order to get through to this individual, to your family members, or to get back. Okay. Now I'm also sensing a woman's energy or a feminine energy here, and I literally have the rune Yerha, which this represents a year. So this can represent, if I don't know if you consider a year of uh, soon or not, because I don't know how long you've been waiting, but I feel like there's going to have to be a lot of hard work put in order to make things fit into place, because this kind of looks like a puzzle piece at the same time here. But I'm feeling like there's going to be a woman that is either going to help you make things fit into place, whether it be with your time or whether it be with your whatever resources that you have in order to obtain what it is you're looking for with your family. But I'm just feeling like there's something significant is going to happen within the next year. I don't really sense that 2021 is the year, but I feel like that just a year from today's date, and so to speak, you know what I'm saying? Usually just about a year. Let me just kind of find out, is there anything, any month that it specifically speaks to me or stands out for you, Kay? Oh, I think, it's going towards November, and I believe that Austin said something about November. I didn't even really think about that, but yeah, I feel like November is something important for you. Does this, I want to almost ask, does this deal with court? Because it's also pointing towards the rune Tiwaz, which just represents a higher authority or justice. I don't know if there's something dealing with court here, but I'm just saying. Also, there's going to be someone coming in who has knowledge about this, because I got the symbol of Gemini. So be ready to communicate with someone. Could be a female energy as well. Be ready to communicate with someone who can give you higher understanding of ways to better connect during the month of November with your family. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay. What I have for you, Kay, is in the center of the compass, where everything's kind of like going in all different directions, is the tree. The family tree is there. You're not feeling so lucky. We have the four-leaf clover, and we have a bat. So it's like not having any direction with your family, or this, or whatever is going on here, why you are not united with them, makes you feel like a bat out of hell, just kind of like scattered. And we can see that the family is scattered here too, all different directions. What's missing are finances. Nothing fell into the area of finances. Now, I'm not sure if it's a financial restraint that you have that is keeping you from your family, but finances could be playing a part. So anchoring yourself in the job is the anchor, and the kitty are both like here in the work area. So it's like, folk, I don't know if you need to work with animals or something like that, but anchor yourself in your work. Cats are really intelligent. She's sitting there, she's at her drawing board. So anchor yourself in work to gain some finances to get to your family. Then the family, we have the book, so there's a lot of knowledge here, but we have the pentagram, so I believe that you are going to be manifesting your family. And we have like the bunny. This is like going down the rabbit hole. And that takes time. Anytime you get down in a rabbit hole, it takes time. So I believe that you will manifest your family, a reconciliation of differences, or whatever the reason is for you being separated from them. I do believe that you will manifest this. It will take some time. You might even have to jump through some hoops. Now, in the love department, we have the key. So like that is the answer to like everything is love. Love is the answer. So don't give up hope, and practice some unconditional love with your family. Nothing fell in the friendship either, so I feel that you're really spending some time alone. But the good thing is that I have a plane falling upon the travel. So I see you taking flight towards your family, or your family coming towards you, probably by plane. I don't know how far away they are from you, but I do see someone traveling through the air. And the last and final one is you will have peace. It's the peace sign, and it's falling upon the home. So you will have peace in your home. It's just that there's a lot of stuff that you have to do in the meantime in order to like get these out of this center of not knowing what direction your family is going to go, because I see that you're really rattled and scattered here. But don't stress. Just anchor yourself in work, build up your finances, and eventually in time, it's going to take time and patience, but you will be back together and in harmony at some point. Thanks for allowing me to read for you.
All right. Now let's pick a different question. All right.
Oh.
She said a divorce is going on.
Oh yeah. That's the square right there.
Yeah, that's why I got the rune Tiwaz, which represents authority and justice or court. That's why I said something about court. But go ahead. You go ahead and let you pick somebody else.
All right. Happy Chicklet. How is Ryan going to respond when I ask you to be my boyfriend? All right, so Chicklet, I do see with Neptune here is that there's going to be that he's going to feel a lack of clarity here and confusion. So he's going to be a bit confused here with Neptune here. And with Neptune Leo is that he's not going to know what to do here. So I do see that he's really going to be questioning himself. He's really going to be questioning um, who he is and who he wants here with the Neptune Leo. So I do see that with this connection that you do have with Ryan here is that there is a bit of on and off, a bit of an on and off part of this connection here with the Neptune Leo here. So it's not so you guys aren't really feeling confident about this connection with the with with the with the Neptune and with the Neptune and Leo. And this is in the fifth house here. So I do see that that this is definitely going to like shake up how what his love life is. Um, so he possibly doesn't want to be serious here with the fifth house here. So there's a bit of like there's a bit of a playful vibe going on here with Ryan. Um, so I do see that he's there's going to be a lack of clarity on not knowing what he wants to do, and how this ties in here is it's going to be it's gonna be hidden and it's gonna be lacking here. So that's what the void of course here is that so you guys are missing the confidence in the connection. That's why there's this confusion going on between with Ryan here and the confusion in the connection. So I do see that this is going to be something that you're lacking here. So really bring in that clarity here. So I'm going to pass it on to Judy.
All right, Happy Chicklet. So that's what I got for you, Happy Chicklet, is basically kind of some of the same things that Austin said, because I got the rune Isa, which just represents like some sort of a psychological block or just being caught off guard, like slipping on your butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, this person. I really feel like this person is really going to be a little bit confused, probably in a little bit of disbelief as well. Okay. So it may take them a while before they give you a direct answer. So I feel like you probably get your answer by looking at their face before you actually get it coming out of their mouth. But it's not necessarily out of not wanting to have a relationship here, because I do have a rune right beside it that does represent like teamwork and like, it's kind of like my little two of cups type of energy. It just depends on what question is being asked. But I do see a lot of harmony here and probably a little bit of eye to eye. And, it can also represent change in how you guys see each other too. It's like two people coming together to make a big move. It changes the whole picture. It's like a new picture frame, okay, that you guys are putting yourselves in when you do this. And that's what this person is considering here. Are they ready to be put, in a picture frame with you? And they just, imagining their lives being official like that. But I do sense that this person would like to look forward. I feel like this person wants to look forward to that. I don't see anything that really feels like this person would say no or would be a kind of weary of that. But another thing I have is that I feel like this person, that Ryan, I keep saying your person, I feel like Ryan was definitely going to communicate with you how he feels, through his, I guess you call it love language as well. But I feel like there's certain things that he would do or certain ways that he reacts or things that he would say to you that he would probably be a little bit quiet on at some point. But I feel like there's something that he's been wanting to get off his chest with you anyway, okay? But I don't think that he's going to refuse it, okay? But I think he's gonna be quiet for the most part. But then I think he's gonna start talking and communicating, and then like you're gonna get a better understanding. He might even reveal to you that he maybe it could be he's refused. I mean, sorry, that he is confused because he might be in a little bit of disbelief. I think maybe he might feel the same way about you as well. But I'm just sensing that I think that that you guys actually fit together pretty well. Okay. I think this is a really good fit for you, person that probably can make time for you as well. This relationship probably looks like it'll end up paying off very well too. So this is a really good room to have, especially at the end of a reading for a romance or partnership type of reading of any kind, because it just represents a good ending, a perfect fit, a good ending, a perfect fit, and harmony and equal opportunities for both parties, not just for him. No one's higher than the other one. Well, you know what I mean? Like no one's really higher than the other one. No one puts the other person's values over something else, or they don't put something else over the other person's values here. I'm going to go ahead and use my pendulum here to see is there anything that you might need to know. What else does Happy Chicklet need to know about Ryan and the connection? What else do they need to know? He might even come with the gift because I have the rune Gabo here. The rune Gabo is like being official. It's like signing on the dotted line. It's like, okay, this is something I'm willing to go the distance for. And it's like a contract, and it represents contracts, partnerships. It could literally, sometimes it can even represent an engagement. So I'm feeling like I said, this is a really good match for you. Actually, I think Ryan's going to take it very well. Don't be afraid if he doesn't really if he's kind of stagnant, or if it's like he feels like a little bit lost or confused, because I think that he's going to definitely do that. So just give him a little bit of time and he will answer you. I think there's going to be something he's going to tell you that you didn't know, that's going to be a good thing. And like I said, I got the rune Gabo here. So another thing I wanted to say is that Capricorn energy is very relevant here. All right, so I think this person is either very good at finances, or maybe they just really, I don't know if you work together. And I'm just saying, I just feel like this person has something that can benefit you, okay? Because the Capricorn is a person that, if you have a mountain, they're going to help you climb that mountain so that you can get to the peak and you can conquer anything with a Capricorn type of energy. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pass that to Kitty.
Hey, Happy Chicklet, good to see you, girl. Right off the bat, we've got, the good luck charm. And on this charm, it says dreams. So I think he feels this fell in the love department. So he feels like he's going to get lucky. It may also be something that he has thought about, or even had a dream about. The only thing here, he's going to feel your passion because you're the more dominant one. We have the dragon energy falling upon self. So that's like, real masculine passion, fire, and we also have like wow, this thing changed. You know, I have a butterfly here on the self in the self department. So I think he's recognizing the shift in the energy, or something has changed about you. I don't know if it's this masculine energy, all the sexual energy that you're exuding, but he's recognizing it. The only problematic symbol here is like the anchor is in the work, right? But it's in the reverse. So I think that he may not have a lot to offer, and his finances may play tricks on him, like with
Yeah.
his mind.
Yeah.
As far as the dice, I have like, there could be a little bit of conflict. I don't know if he has to beat out competition, or if you do, or if this is just like internal conflict, because then he has like an aha moment with the light bulb, like, oh, ding, ding, ding. It is a time of celebration. You know, I see celebration. I see somebody dreams of like actually going the distance, like with the ring. It's like almost like this is his dream come true. There's a song, a celebration. What does that sound like? A wedding dance or something? You know, and don't take that to heart, but it's a really warm energy. Like, I think he has feelings for you. I think his answer is going to be yes, but he will be conflicted, and I think that has to do with not feeling like a great provider, like he has a lot to offer. But in time, what I have down at the bottom row is I have the clock, the sun, and the pictures. So in time, you know, you are going to be making memories, documenting those memories. There's a long-term happiness, but it's all about patience and time. So, you know, give him some time to warm up to the idea, because I think it is going to be a bit of a shock to his system. For one, you're going to ask him to be your dude. You know, that's like not the way that a lot of men like it to be done. But he gets used to the idea of it, you know, and it's like all of these symbols are like happy, you know, celebrations, light bulb moments,
Yeah.
realizations, reflections, possibly diamonds, you know. um,
Mhm.
and that sleep card is like, he still feels like he's going to get lucky. You know, and it makes him happy. Like, we sing when we're happy, you know. So, and the sun itself is just exuding a whole lot of warmth, energy, passion, fire, desire, and long-term good long-term energy between the two of you. It's just going to take some time. And that's what I have for you, Happy Chicklet.
All right, so I have one more time for one more reading, Austin, and then
All right.
I'm going.
All right. So let's pick a question here. All right. So Amaze Tarot. How is the Aquarius feeling about me? And we are not communicating. All right, so what I'm seeing here with the Mars and Aquarius here is that he's actively going toward that um he's like really active in his friend groups here. So really building upon connections here. Maybe going through a bit of conflict, maybe going through a bit of conflict with you with the Mars here. So I do see with the Mars and Aquarius here is that there is a bit of like a conflict in this connection between you both here. So we are seeing that Mars is in Aquarius here. So I do see that that there is this conflict between the connection of you. So you may be like communicating through the internet here. So there is that conflict here. Also, you may be going through that conflict in the social media platform here. So shows that there's conflict afoot. And this is in the third house. So um, you're feeling kind of conflicted about this connection between you and in the Aquarius here. So there is this conflict here. Now overall, I do see that things are gonna get better between you with the trine here. He does feel really good about you. There is that general happiness between you both, and there is harmony here. That's with the trine here. So I do see that we have that that there will be a return to harmony here. So I do see that it's going to get better here with the trine here. So I'm going to pass it on to Judy. And
Okay, thank you, Austin. So, Amaze Tarot. I like that name, Amaze Tarot. Okay, what I got for you is that I do sense that there is a little bit of stagnation. I do sense that there is some challenges and some blockages here. And I do sense that there's like things need to kind of, things are either going through a sort of a slowdown. But I feel like someone needs to take the time to kind of push the rewind button and kind of start over from the beginning, because I feel like there was a lot of steps that were probably skipped or missed, or either someone felt like they missed out on these steps. But for the most part, like we said, yeah, there's going to be a breakthrough. But before you can get to that breakthrough, there needs to be some truth delivered. Okay, there needs to be someone to kind of take responsibility, own up to whatever boo-boos they might have made, own up to any type of truths that they've been withholding or just haven't been expressing to the fullest here. That could represent your own energy as well. Okay, you might need to just literally start speaking up about certain things that you feel concerned about here, right? Because I feel like a part of you may feel, you might be getting a little bit tired. You're not as motivated as you once were to kind of hold the relationship together, because you feel like things are always up to you. It feels like you're always the one leading the relationship here, but things are going to have a breakthrough. But I feel like there needs to be like some sort of a restarting point. Okay, I think things are going to probably slow down before they speed back up here, right? But I think before that can happen, someone needs to kind of take responsibility, take a little bit of ownership, be prepared to lie in the bed that they have made, so to speak. That could represent your energy, or that could also represent Aquarius's energy as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use the pendulum here to try to find out, is there any extra information between you and the Aquarius, the Amaze Tarot? Any extra information? Okay. Okay, so I'm really thinking, because I'm getting some energy from the room manas, which just represents friends or friendships or social. Like, I don't know if he's being having outside influences or whatever, is as how this person dictates their energy. There's just a social influence here that is being delivered. Okay, it could be representing friends, it could be representing family, but I feel like he kind of needs to take direction on his own, or if somebody needs to take direction on their own and stop taking direction from outside influences, so that they can be prepared, so that the relationship can kind of move ahead here, because I'm still sensing a bit of stagnation here, right? But I'm also I don't know why I was picking up on the letter C and D here, okay? But I'm really feeling like this is more so just masculine energy here with the I guess the masculinity sign. So something significant is going to be happening between April and May. There is a name that is, he said, oh my gosh, his friends hate me. Yeah, I'm feeling like there's some sort of influence between the friends. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that for the most part, but be prepared for something significant to happen between April and May during the springtime, okay? And it's going to be dealing with him because I've got the masculine symbol here, all right? And I don't know if there's the letter C and D means anything to you. C and D, this could be initials, it could be anything, it could be some particular individual's name. I'm just going to leave it at that, okay? Thank you, Maze.
All right, Amaze Tarot. So, how is the Aquarius feeling about me and you are not communicating? Well, it's cold outside. Somebody walked away, and now, now they're feeling the bitterness. All right. Bare bottom, no shoes on there. So they're feeling rather cold, maybe even a little distant with the footprints there, and they're still pissed, but they're learning lessons even though they're still angry. I also feel that they stomp their feet a lot. They're really stubborn. And somebody gets loud, and it's just childishness. Like I have the bunny and the horn. So it's like somebody gets loud, they stomp their feet, they walk away, then they feel bitter. And even though your person wants to communicate, just doesn't really know how. However, in due time, all right, and it's going to be time because he's taking his sweet ass time with the bike here. There will be communication, whether it's a text message or a phone call. There's the phone there, so that he wants to communicate, but right now, I would say, like Judy was saying earlier, probably like during the springtime after the snow is gone, he's not feeling so bitter or cold or numb to the situation. But what I just feel spoiled brat syndrome. But in time, he's going to connect. So that's what I have for you, darling.
Thank you, Amaze Tarot.
Uh,
And thank you for responding so quickly, because I like that. I like to see people, talking, while we're reading, so I can. Oh, just thank you. It motivates me a little bit.
all right. So Katie, do you wanna continue until 11 or?
Sure.
I will do one last reading. I will do one more reading because I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
All right. Next question. And thank you for your question, Maze Tarot. Let's see. Destiny Dreher, will I date Kay? Yeah, it looks like. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing with the Neptune and Cancer here. So with the Neptune, I do see with this the feel of this situation is that there is this confusion going on. There is this lack of clarity that's going on between you and Kay here. So with that, there is this confusion. So we have confusion here. Neptune is the planet of confusion, the planet of illusions here. So and also fantasies. So he is kind of fantasizing about you. There is this. I do see that Kay is kind of fantasizing about you with Neptune here. So we have Neptune in Cancer here. So there is this. he doesn't know how he feels about you, and what his emotions are of you, what his feelings are. So it's a little unclear whether he has feelings for you or not, because he's feeling conflicted right now. There's this lack of clarity in knowing what his feelings are with the Neptune in Cancer here. So he has a lot of withdrawing to do, and thinking here. So I do see that this is in the second house. So this is has to do with his finance here. Second house is the house of finances, the values. So I do see that something is going on within his finances within his. So there is a bit of like a confusion in the finances. That's why there is this confusion in why he doesn't want to date you. Now um, overall, will you date K with the square here? I see no, because there is a bit of conflicted feeling. Like I said here with the Neptune in Cancer, so he is there is this lack of clarity. There needs to be clarity here. There needs to be more of a reality here. These emotions that he has for you has to be real. It has to come into reality. It has to be manifested. But all it is just illusions. All it is just fantasy. So so if I can quote Queen here, is this real life or is this fantasy? So I don't see that this is real life here. So there is this fantasizing there there's like fantasizing this connection here. So it's creating that illusion here. So that's why I say no. That's why I say no. Um, there is a bit of like feeling conflicted in this with K here. So I'm gonna pass it on to Judy.
Thank you, Austin. I actually got pretty much the same. Pretty. I'm just going to tell you, Destiny. You said, "Will you date K?" Even if you do date K, I don't think this is the person for you. Okay, I got a lot of runes in reverse, and the runes that I got up right are not good. Um, I'm just letting you know what I got, honey. But yeah, I have the rune Rhino in reverse. So I think that K needs to kind of he has some more evolving to do. There's some sort of major revolution that he is headed towards that he needs to have completed. All right. It could also represent, going somewhere. There's a journey that has not been completed for him. There's something that he needs to gain control of. There's a direction that he's being pulled in that he has not answered the call to yet. It could also literally mean that he has a lot of growing up to do. And I think that if you get involved in with K, I feel like you're going to be heading into a hailstorm because this is my rune Haglas, which literally means hail or the wrath of nature. And the wrath of nature is something that can be once it comes, you have to just stick it out. Maybe you can find some sort of shelter through the hailstorm. But if you think about it, everything else around you is going to be all beat up and stuff. Okay. So even if you try to have something to protect you from this hailstorm, everything else around you is going to fall apart. I don't know if this is just representing him and his energy or just him and his associations or what, but I'm just not sensing a lot of pleasure. Even the rune Wunju is reversed, and Wunju literally represents pleasure. It's like my 9 of Cups in tarot. It's like all the best wishes coming forth. But I'm really feeling like because it's in reverse, this is like saying this is not a happy time. This is a time of struggle. This is a time of just not being very comfortable as well. Okay, not being very content. You will not. It's also a room about being joyful or happy, and it's in reverse. So I'm not saying that you won't be happy. It's just saying you will not be happy with the decision of donating your time to someone when it causes everything else around you to fall apart. Okay. Another thing you might want to look out for is, because I have the rune Uruz, this represents being uncontrolled when it's surrounded by these nasty runes right here. I'm not calling these runes nasty, but I'm just saying, like, the meaning of the rest of the rooms that I have before me are it changes it to a not so nice type of energy here. It just represents needing to be tamed. Okay, maybe it could say that he's not really in control of himself. It could mean that maybe he moves first and thinks later. Maybe he speaks first and thinks later. But I feel like it's just uncontrolled. It can really take things around you and kind of pull the rug from underneath you and the things around you, and it could make a mess. It has potential to make a mess here, because it's like the untamed force of a wild ox. That is literally what the rune Uruz represents here. So I'm just letting you know that I don't think. Then we have the rune Birkenau here, which is also in reverse. It kind of looks like a B. It just stands for new beginnings or birth or fertility and growth, but it is in reverse. So this just means that there could be stagnation. And if you want to grow, this is not going to be fertile ground for you to grow. I'm just going to leave it. Well, I would leave it at that, but I guess I'll go ahead and do the pendulum, but I don't even know what type of energy would come forth from that. So I'm just going to ask Spirit, what extra information do you need to know as far as dating Kay? I really feel like this might be something you might want to dodge. Okay, so what information? Okay, so I'm really looking at, okay, this year. I don't know if something's going to be presented in January this month. When I say this year, I meant to say 2021. I'm sorry. But I got the rune Haglas again, which is here. All right. I've already spoke about that rune. It just represents hail, a hailstorm. Okay. But underneath that, I see the Sagittarius. So I don't know if this person is like going in some sort of direction. It can represent going in the wrong direction, because we had all these, runes that were not so, peaceful and beautiful. But it just represents either Sagittarius energy or just going in a direction that you don't want to go in right here. Okay. There's probably also a lot of hurt with this person going on. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to pass it on to Kitty to see what else does she bring up.
Hello, Destiny. Will you date Kay? Yeah, I got the fork and knife, so that looks like a date to me. Eyes popping out of his head. You look good. You smell great. Then we start discovering some things. We start taking a closer look at Kay, and we start shining some light on some things that are really electrifying. It's a jolt to your system. I don't think that he's good for she, whomever Kay is very good for you, because like the end result is this. Like, I think you're going to sock this person in the eye. There's misery. Maybe the food is toxic. I don't know. Maybe he got food poisoning. But you start looking at him like he's a complete stranger, like he's total alien, right? And you're angry. This is like all miserable here. Two sad faces, a black eye, not seeing things too clearly. But that's what dating is about. You go on the date. Yay! She smells good. I'm getting a closer look, right? But then when you start peeling back the onion and you get to know the person, it's almost like they bring out the worst in you. So it's not feeling good, like the result. So are you going to, if you choose to?
Yeah.
And that's all I have.
All right.
Thanks, Destiny.
So, thank you, Destiny, for your question. And
all right, everybody. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go eat me some hot wings.
Ooh-wee.
I know I got me some hot wings and some carrots, and I kind of wanted some extra stuff too. But I'm gonna let you guys finish it up while I go stuff my stomach, because it's starting to growl. I appreciate you having me on the show. I'd always enjoyed doing tarot and rooms and stuff with the both of you. You guys have a nice night, and maybe I'll see you guys around on New Year's or something like that. Okay.
Thanks, Miss Judy.
All right.
It's been
All right.
fun.
Bye.
All right. Bye. All right. Do you wanna crank up
You want the spirit
the
box?
spirit box? Yeah.
Okay.
We'll,
I
we'll do that. And we'll do that until 11:15 or 11:20.
okay, because this thing is loud.
All right.
Let me. I just have to switch out so I have a mic on this. Let me just plug in the other mic.
All right. And then whatever spirit wants us to, whoever spirit wants us to read, um, we will do that. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna be reading a question. All right. Be Ashra. What changes are coming to my life in 2021? All right. So we have. So right now we have Sun in Sagittarius. I do see that you're going to be focusing on something at the moment with the Sun here. So there is a focus into something, and the Sun in the Sun in Sagittarius shows that we're dealing with Sagittarius energy in 2021. So I do see that you're going to be doing a lot of expanding. You're going to be doing a lot of like going to higher places, and understanding your philosophy. So reaching a higher earning is where you're heading towards in 2021. So you're going to be getting a higher understanding of life here, and I do see this in the ninth house. So with the Sun in Sagittarius in the ninth house, shows that you're going to have this. You're going to have you're going to be going to high places with this having higher thoughts, and really going towards the future here with the ninth house here. So that's what I see here now. Now overall, I do see right now that there is a lack of this a lack of you going towards those higher places, going towards bigger, better things, going towards towards the future here. So right now there is a lack of it, but I do see that you're going to fill that void here with the void, of course. So that's what I see coming for 2021. Do you have anything to add to that, Keith?
No.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. All right.
Oh, I have a huge lag. Okay. Okay.
All
Let
right.
me know when you want
Let's
me to
just
turn this up.
go ahead and turn it up. Fire it up.
John.
I'm hearing Jalissa. Are you hearing Jalissa?
Heard mom.
Yeah, right now, Spirit wants us to do a reading of Jalissa.
Fear of the reindeer.
Jalissa, do you know a John? don't know if you said if I can look that. I heard the word rain. Something about a hill. That workshop, look on a card that sleep. I'm hearing the word sleep. Yeah, I heard that. I'm hearing this again. Spirit, what message do you have for Jalissa? I'm hearing you, Jalissa. There's hearing the word love for you. Struggle. Listen.
Okay, that's too annoying. That's very loud, and I can't with the lag. But Yusra, or V Yusra, I heard good after I asked your question of how your grandparents were doing.
Yeah. Also, I was getting Jalissa's name from the
If you
spirit
play
box.
it back, and just put on your headphones and listen. After the question is asked, give it time, because it's not going to be an immediate response as if I'm speaking to you. Were you?
Yeah.
Can only do that for so long. I do that. I do spirit sessions. I have a few videos that I need to upload with a lot of names. I had over 10 names right before Christmas.
All right. So let's
This
just
deck
get
is
it.
so pretty. Have you seen this one? It's the modern love tarot. It's real pretty.
All right. So let's just pick one final question, because it is 11:15. So I'm just gonna call for last reading. All right. Since Spirit told me to do a reading for Jalissa, I'm gonna pick Jalissa. All right. So, what reputation in past is Aries trying to hide from me? Has he been a player or any bad intentions? Okay. So, Jalissa, what I have here with the Sun in Taurus in the second house, I do see that there is something in the there's something that in the past with the Aries is that it's with finances here. So I do see with the sun here, I do see that there is a focus. There's something being brought to light here. So so the sun is about awareness. It's about centering. It's about so there is an awareness. There is a focus on something. So right now something is being brought to light on his finances with the sun in Taurus here. So about material possessions here. So so he does so it shows that he's with the second house is that shows that he's a bit wealthy here. Um, so I don't see so um So I don't see bad intentions. More like he's hiding his success here, his financial success, his his financial responsibilities from you. So so I do see that he's been a successful in money terms. So that's what I see here. With the with now Now, has he been a player or any bad intentions? With the trine here, I do see yes. I do see that he's probably had some bad intentions. He's probably had bad intentions in terms of finances. He's a bit like he could be a bit reckless about his spending habits. Um, so so he could be he could he could have those bad intentions here. Now I'm gonna pass it on to Kitty.
Okay, Julissa, what I have is, well, there's good, there's bad, and there's a little like, I don't know, is it bipolar? Like happy and sad right next to each other. You know, we have the sun, but I see that he travels a lot by plane. He takes a lot of business calls that could be an interruption. Let me just turn this down. Um, I I think when he takes these business trips, he might be having some candlelit dinners without you. It's kind of childish. It could even be innocence, but he could be, you know, having a little bit of passion, like candlelit dinners. But they could be innocent. They could be business dinners, and that could bring upon some sadness with you or for you, just in the thinking department, that you thinking that he's like, you know, loving it up with somebody else when really it's just kind of, it's innocent. Um, Conversation, business, travel, beaches, resorts, things of that nature, um, make him feel really happy. And things are up in the air sometimes, but like, in a good way. So I don't really get too much bad, but there is something with the emotions where like somebody could be manipulating the emotions of another, and you know, it could be like, turns on the emotions, the waterworks, you know, there's tears, but then there's overall happiness. So it's a little bit all over the place. He has a lot of passion for something in his life. He may have be a risk taker. Um, and it's all because he's almost has like that magic touch. Um, he loves to fly. So he might always be like flying and on the phone. Like a wealthy man is a busy man. So what are his intentions? I think his intentions are actually to go the distance and be happy, but you would have to cut him some slack because he is always like on the phone and taking trips and going places. But then he could also provide like the finer things like resort living, um, candlelit dinners, you know, things of that nature. Mr. Romantical, I see, but I don't know if it's the travel that gets you down or the business itself that he's always like at a distance, or maybe things like kind of went a little bit too fast in the passion department. That's also just like, you know, we're gonna fuck like rabbits or whatever, you know, makes him really happy, and he will take that risk, but I don't see him like it's not like tricking you into believing something. I think this is more along the lines of business where he does probably manipulate people. It's part of his energy, just kind of like in that business atmosphere. So there's happiness, there's sadness, there's passion, there's desire, there's trips and communication, but a lot of that communication could be spent on the phone, or you're constantly looking at your phone. And if he doesn't like text you right away or be in touch with you or make the phone call or something, I see hurt feelings. But ultimately, I don't see this is the only thing that is that there's a little bit of sadness, and it's probably because he's on the go a lot. So I don't see any anything negative there.
All right, so that will be the last reading for tonight. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to see and hit the notification icon to see more streams. And also, I have readings available. I have readings available. Um, so I have prior readings available for you. So if you want a reading from me, please go to that link and sign up for a free reading. Um, and also thank you all for watching. And God bless you all, and have a great rest of the night, and Merry Christmas. So